Happy Tuesday, fellow crafters. Today is Tuesday, November 23rd. This is Jennifer. And it's been a while since I've recorded. I think almost 3 or if not 4 weeks. I have quite a few things to show, so I will try to be as fast as I can on this. I kind of learned how to knit. My aunt showed me the knit stitch and a purl stitch. And I get about this far and I pull it out and start over. I think I'm finally starting to get the tension thing down. It's still a little bit wobbly on the bottom, but I don't want to forget how to cast on, so I get about this far and I take it off because it's just practice. I try the purl stitch. It doesn't work for me yet. I seem to add stitches when I do the purl stitch, and my tension just goes to pieces. So we'll try to master this first and then try purling. And I think it was a week and a half ago, like a week ago Saturday maybe, we had our first snowstorm here. We got about 7 inches, I think. And so my son and I stayed home. My husband was out hunting, and we had a kind of crafty session. So I painted this owl, and I had 2 of them. So he painted one, which I put magnets on the back for him so he could have it on the fridge and show people that come over. I decided I don't like painting on wood. I much prefer plaster. But I'm going to spray this and hang it in my bathroom because my bathroom is a woodsy theme and I have owls on top of my vanity. And then he did this little magnet clipper thingy, and then we put his projects from school on that. And then I made a hat for, I ended up giving it to my dad. It was supposed to be for my son, but it ended up being way too big even for my head. So, and I knew that when I was getting about a quarter of the way through, and I'm like, well, I'll just wear it then. Well, it was too big for me, so my dad has it. I'll put a picture of it at the end. But I made a hat for my son then. I kind of used the same pattern. I used the first like 10 rows just to start, and then I used my son's head as a guide and just added stitches where needed, and then I made the flaps smaller so they would fit his little ears. We always buy him hats, and we seem to have problems with them covering his ears, so I thought this would work, and he really likes it, and he looks really cute in it, so that's that. I did a few more Christmas projects. I'm almost done with the penguins for my mother-in-law. This is how that turned out. I'm stitching the binding on it still. I've never actually hand tacked a binding, so this is different for me. It's tedious, but I like it. I mitered the corners on the binding. This is also a first for me. So I hope she likes it. I really like the fabric choices that I did. You can't really see the quilting, but I did quilt around the icicles, the penguins, sorry you can't see that, the icicles, the penguins, and then the yellow border. So once the binding is done, all I have to do is add a hanger to it, and that'll be done. And then her birthday is coming up on the 29th of November, so I took out my resin and made her a bracelet, and this has all of the grandkids in it. There's from each of her kids. She's got 4 kids and their kids in there, and then this is all of the grandkids together, and then I left a spot open to be filled in later. And then the resin goes a long ways. You can only mix a minimum of, Hermione's being really feisty right now, sorry, a minimum of a ½ ounce, and that goes a long ways. So I made a pendant for each of my sister-in-laws that have pictures of all of their kids in them, and I'm sorry, I'm going to keep them away just because I don't know if they want their kids on camera. So I did those, and then since the resin goes a long ways, I asked Jen if she would be interested in my either donating Scrabble pendants or magnets for HP Paper Piecing prizes, the monthly drawing, and she said she would love that. And I decided to go with the Scrabble pendants because I could not find enough I was only able to find one beer bottle cap to smash to make into a magnet. So I just decided to make 12 pendants, one for each month. And it's all the chapter art. So this is a cauldron, Harry and the Pensieve. This is the Marauder's map. This is Dumbledore with Gryffindor's sword. And then Harry on a broom catching a snitch. The rest of these still need these little bezel pieces. I ran out, so I have to go to the store and get some more. But I did James, Sirius, Lupin, and Pettigrew. And then Fluffy. Flying Ford Anglia. This one is a little light, but it's one of my favorites. It's Hedwig and her cage. This is at the beginning of the, it's not really a chapter art. It's the picture at the beginning of the American edition children's, I think, Deathly Hallows. It's on the front, like one of the front pages. And then this is 9 3/4. And the owl post, 3 owls. And then Norbert. And then I wanted to make this one a long time ago, but I never had a reason to take out the resin, and I didn't want to just make one and throw away a bunch of resin. So this is a long overdue thank you gift to Shay. She had helped me with this cross stitch over here. There were a couple on the Hogwarts school crest. There were a couple symbols that weren't matching that were on the pattern and on the color key. They were different. So she helped me figure out what those were, and then she also shared with me the versions of her patterns on those. And so this is a thank you gift for her for that, and it is Umbridge, because she loves Umbridge. So I hope you like it, Shay. Send me your address either by email or private message through LiveJournal, and I will send this in the mail for you. And then last, I went to Joann's yesterday and picked up a layette book, and so I am going to make, I'm hoping to make, given I have time because I am still trying to finish my schooling, I'm going to make this set for baby. It comes with a sweater pattern, a hat pattern, a booty pattern, and then a blanket pattern, and they all kind of match. And then my cousin, who is actually more like a brother to me, his wife is pregnant with their first baby, so I want to make this front one for them. And neither one of us are finding out what we're having, so I'll probably do theirs in white and yellow and ours in white and green. So if I have time, that is what I want to make. And that's it. I hope all of you fine fabulous women are having a great week. And happy Thanksgiving. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.